Dashcams are used for safe and protected driving. But have you ever wondered what happens when these dashcams record paranormal activities? What happens late at night on roads? Why are these paranormal activities getting more common with each passing day? This video is going to reveal it all. On October 4th, 2017, this man was driving on one of the most silent roads in Saudi Arabia. The reason behind this eerie silence here was rumors. Rumors about witches who walk on this road scare everyone who passes by. Little did he know he would encounter one of those witches as well.
الشاب دور 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 شايف غفلة 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 عنده خلاص
This man was trying to cross this road, but destiny had some other plans. There was a woman in a white dress, walking strangely, with her hair wide open. This is very unlikely that any female would stay there late at night, just to scare off locals. The creature was approaching the car as fast as it could.
ريفرس ريفرس
With chills running down his spine, he was trying to reverse the car. One eye on the back, yet his mind still with the creature approaching him. He was screaming out of fear. He was yelling everything he possibly could at that moment, but this was just the start of his worst nightmare. The creature just disappeared, and when he thought that the danger was over, as soon as he turned his car, it was standing right in front of his car. The witch was screaming as well. It was limping towards the car, as if it wanted to eat up the person inside. The screams continued. No one knows what happened next, but all of that horrifying encounter was saved in the dashcam. Was the man able to save himself or not? With that being said, let's move on to our second case. On May 31st, 2021, these bikers were racing on a highway. Everything was fun until one specific spot. Things were about to take a dark turn. They mustn't have expected to encounter this while starting the race. Yes, there was an eerie creature walking on the side of the road. It was even staring at the people crossing the road in their vehicles. The bikers stopped to have a close look, and it didn't look human at all. So what was that creature? Everyone freaked out after witnessing this. They didn't dare to even pass by. The creature wasn't bothered at all by all the lights flashing it. It was just wandering in an eerie way. It wasn't a human, nor an animal. Was it an alien? Something from the outer space? They were shocked when the creature stopped and stared at them. They had no other choice but to run away from that place as soon as possible. Let's move on to our third horror clip. On September 1st, 2017, a strange video appeared online that freaked out everyone. It shows a car driving down a busy highway. Everything was calm until one point. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a man appears behind a truck, as if he just came out of nowhere. It all happened so fast, the driver could hardly believe his eyes. He replayed the dashcam footage, his heart pounding. There was no way anyone could just appear like that. No shadows, no warning, just a man standing there where no one had been a second before. It felt like something out of a ghost story, a scene you only witness in horror movies. Was this some kind of paranormal event? How could he explain this? The video was proof. Without it, no one would have believed him. It left him wondering, what had he seen that day? And who or what was that man? Was it some kind of ghost? Moving on to our fourth paranormal activity that got recorded on dashcam. On May 3rd, 2023, in the dark of night, a man was driving through Browns Plains. It was 3 a.m., and the streets were eerily quiet, with nothing but the soft sound of his car to break the silence. Out of nowhere, something appeared in front of his car. A loud thud echoed through the still night. His heart raced as he slammed on the brakes. Suddenly, in the brightness of his headlights, he saw figures approaching from behind. They came quickly, too quickly, like they had been waiting for this exact moment. With shivers running on his spine, he realized there wasn't just one. There were several, moving closer with every second. Something was wrong. This wasn't just an accident. His gut told him it was a setup. Something dark, something dangerous. Without thinking, he slammed the gas and sped away. Heart pounding in his chest. He didn't look back, but he could still feel their eyes on him, still hear their footsteps echoing in the night. He knew, at that moment, if he hadn't fled, he wouldn't have made it out alive. The terror of that night never left him. What were those people, and why did they seem so unnatural, So inhuman, we'd never know. With that being said, let's move on to our fifth case. On the night of November 11th, 2022, a man was driving home, tired after a long day. The road was quiet. There was no one around. As he turned onto a narrow street, his headlights lit up something unusual. A woman, slowly walking along the side of the road. She was pale, her clothes torn, and she looked like she had been hurt. But the most horrifying part was yet to come. He slowed down his car, feeling uneasy but worried for her. As he got closer, he noticed something that made his blood run cold. Her eyes were missing. She had black hollows instead of eyes. Where they should have been, there was only darkness. Her face and clothes were covered with blood.
What does this lady do? Excuse me, you need help? What the fuck?
Though he was quick at noticing that her eyes were missing, but later while reviewing his dashcam footage, he noticed that she didn't have feet too. So how was she walking so smoothly without any support? Without thinking, he sped off, his hands shaking as he called the police. When they arrived, there was no trace of the woman. No blood, no signs that she had ever been there. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. On February 1st, 2019, this man was driving on a bustling road. The roads were all wet due to rain. Everyone was driving cautiously. Little did this man know he will encounter something unimaginable and paranormal there. While everyone was just going straight, maintaining the speed, out of nowhere, in the middle of the road, a guy was standing. He looked so lifeless, and it seemed like he wasn't human at all. He wasn't even afraid of the cars coming straight to him. To everyone's shock, he had no hands, or he might be hiding it. But no human could be this unresponsive on traffic coming right up to him. The driver believed he had encountered something paranormal. That night, everyone witnessed this guy standing there, but there were no signs of him when police did their search. Will you freak out if you ever encounter such an incident? Moving on to our seventh paranormal footage. On May 17, 2017, a man was driving along a mountain road during broad daylight, not expecting anything unusual. But as he made a turn, his dashcam caught something horrifying. Hanging from a tree by the side of the highway was a figure neither a human nor an animal. He slammed on the brakes, heart pounding. The figure looked like a person, but something about it felt wrong. Too still, too eerie. He stared in shock, and when he finally looked again, the figure was gone. Have a look at it again. To this day, he can't forget the chilling image burned into his mind. Who could ever forget such a terrifying paranormal activity? With that being said, let's move on to our 8th footage. On December 12, 2021, a dash cam recorded one of the most terrifying footages of all time. The car was simply driving from a road covered by forest from both sides. The driver must not have expected to encounter this on this peacefully beautiful road late at night. A white apparition out of nowhere was crossing the road. It was really visible that it couldn't just be ignored. It looked so real. It was emitting bright light from all the sides. Just like that, it disappeared into the thick woods. The driver couldn't help but stop his car. This paranormal encounter didn't let him drive for quite a time. It sent chills down his spine. What if he hadn't driven off? He was convinced something far more sinister was happening that night. Even though the state police said it was just a DUI arrest, he knew in his gut it wasn't as simple as that. He never took that route again. Let's move on to our last case. On 12th December 2021, this man was driving on the highway, and one of his vehicle headlights wasn't working. He was trying to stay on the path, but things were getting creepier as time passed by.
Aku nak ajak aku lah 5 minit sini main bakti aku botak ke om. Kau macam tak tahu dulu sini lah. Kau bukti tak dapat sini. Belum ada kita gerak ke apa? Belum ada sampai kot. Tunggu kita kat atas.
What's the most eerie thing one could expect to witness at this time? A wild animal maybe, or a lost bird. But it was neither of them. This was something way paranormal. A woman walking on the road in the middle of the night. He reversed his car as soon as he encountered this, but it still appears in his nightmares. What a paranormal encounter indeed. In conclusion, these cases show us that sometimes the most chilling and unexplainable events can be caught on dashcams, leaving us with more questions than answers. From eerie figures on empty roads to strange apparitions vanishing into the night, these encounters blur the line between reality and the